exciting things been happening in the garden here. These are this little area is pretty much the same as what it was before. I'm just kind of letting everything do what it do. My figs are coming back here, which I'm very, very happy about. Getting lots and lots of new growth on this guy. That guy's doing just great. Pineapple's doing great. Bananas are doing okay. They got a little bit cold, so they got a little bit of brown on their leaves a little bit. Kiwis are really, really difficult to transplant and make them happy, but they're doing okay, I think. So far, so good. The sapotes are looking really, really nice. My dragon fruit are looking nice, and my guavas are looking very, very nice. So everything's going well over here. Most of the exciting stuff in the garden is what's going on back here. So I will show that to you. Actually, let me take a quick pit stop and show you over here. These are the eggplant that are coming back very, very nicely. These overwintered and they didn't completely die. So I got to cut back a little bit more on this guy. This is the one that had that eggplant hanging off of it, but the eggplant did start to go soft and it wasn't going to survive. So I do need to cut this one back just a little bit more. The other eggplants, though, are all doing very, very well. Nice and sturdy. This is my Brussels sprout, doing good. And I think we have got some basil popping up a little bit here and there. Way more basil popping up in the other garden, but I'll show you that in a bit. Pepper plants are all starting to get some new growth on them again, which is great. So these will be, oh, even see, even another little, starting to get some flower buds even. So these guys will bush out a little bit and start putting out some peppers, which I'm very excited for. Got the, this is the Pasilla chili. It's actually Ancho Poblano, actually. I've said that wrong for like a year now. I kind of thought they were the same thing, and they are not. But this is a very good pepper. It's we took them in after leaving them out for a good part of the winter to let them kind of dry on the plant, and they're not very hot, but kind of sweet and very smoky pepper. Really interesting and really, really good. But they're all of the peppers here, and these banana peppers are getting new leaves on them, and they're all looking really healthy and really good. Mulberry's doing okay. I gotta find somewhere to actually put it. It's starting to look a little droopy, but we'll figure that out soon. All right, let's talk about exciting things here in the garden. Well, let's actually start with this. Look at that. Got a whole bunch of clippings. I put all of like my composted. Oh yes, I know, puppies. It's very, very upset. But I put all of our, old composted. There was some horse manure fertilizer in there. There were fruits, veggies, all kinds of stuff that had been decomposing a bit. All went in there, and we put that all into here, along with a bunch of weed clippings and hay and stuff, all in here. And this is going to be, I'm hoping, we'll see how it goes, but this should be a hot compost pile here. I think I did it right. Layered it up. Got lots of green, lots of brown in here. Good carbon, nitrogen, and a bit of moisture through. So I'm hoping in a relatively short time we'll see that. I had way too much from the truckload, so I'm starting to lay it down, lay it around the property, and start getting some mulching and good soil health in this area of the garden. With that, we've gone ahead and planted out all our squash. So along this side is all spaghetti squash. I'm not sure if I'm going to need to trellis them. They're kind of lanky. They just seem to have grown that way, so I don't know. But that's all the spaghetti squash on that side. I put them there so that if they do need to be trellised, I can trellis along this wall, and not have to worry about it. These are all butternut squash along this side. Planted a little closely together, but we'll see. Hopefully it works out. These are both zucchini here, and then I went ahead and put in some native fruit and vegetables to the area. I live in Tucson, Arizona, And so I went and got some Tahana Autumn squash, which is an interesting squash. I'm excited to try that. It's apparently it's a very, very large squash. Gets to be about the size of like a good sized pumpkin if you let it. But they can also be eaten small, like zucchini kind of. And apparently the small ones, the tiny ones, are really delicious. I also went and got a Tahana Autumn melon, which is apparently like a varietal of like a cassava melon, but apparently very delicious and also native. Definitely, a good idea to try to plant what is native to your area, because first of all, it's good to pass on those lineages, those species, but also those species are going to do much better in this kind of location, or at least that's the theory. I've seen the Tahana Autumn squash at our local botanical garden. They have like an actual like garden section, and fruits and vegetables and whatnot. And they are very big, and they, if these do as well as those ones did, they will grow right up and out of this, and I will have an entire, area, an entire like squash patch. So we'll see how that goes. I have a feeling that this bed, within a couple of weeks, is going to be completely up and overgrown. I'm growing them in a bit of coco coir on top, but on the bottom I have soil that is very, very heavy in horse manure, and there's some garlic, by the way. Actually, I found some garlic that was sprouting in my compost heap, so I went ahead and decided to go ahead and plant it. Seems to be doing all right. This is my garden bed for tomatoes, so got a variety of different things here. These are my black tomatoes, and they're actually called indigo rose tomatoes. Very big. These are two actually peppers, but they're the only peppers in this bed, and they are both serrano chilies. So I'm looking forward to hopefully getting some I can't think of the name of the dish now. And they're not serranos. What am I talking about? Poblanos. These are poblano chilies. And I can't think of the name of the dish, but it's very specific. Anyway, lots of different tomatoes here. These are Hawaiian style, like medium-sized tomatoes. I've got a couple of San Marzanos spread throughout. I believe this is the only rainbow tomato that actually survived. These guys got too cold and I forgot to cover them. Didn't go well. And this is a yellow pear cherry tomato over here. So all of these I'm very, very excited about having in the garden here. Very much looking forward to having a really good tomato crop this year. So that was the only negative thing that happened, was that I lost these tomatoes. There were a couple in here. Not doing too hot there, but everything else is doing fantastically. You'll see all these are all basil there. I think I've got, that's a bean. That's one of my yard-long beans that's popped up over there. And I'm pretty sure that's a cucumber that's popped up over there. I think that's my Sikkim cucumber is popping up right over that way. So that is very, very good. And my radishes. These are my daikon radishes, and they are starting to bloom now. The radish parts themselves didn't get too huge. I didn't exactly plant this at the right time of year, so you can see there's like the radish root right there. But they are flowering now, which means that eventually, hopefully, I will get some pods, and I can then take the seeds out of those and replant some radish and try again with them. So that's fine. Perfectly happy with that. Mustard greens, these are so delicious, but so spicy. really, really good, but they are really powerful. So a little bit goes a long way with those. And this Italian kale has just taken off. It is doing wonderfully, and it's growing up and out, and we're getting all kinds of good kale. So I'm very excited for all the things going on in my garden right now. It's getting a little windy, so I got to go back inside. Got to clean up the yard a little bit here from all the work we did today. But yeah, also this whole thing got soaker hoses, but they're kind of extending out of the bed. I got to fix that a little bit and put a couple of short pieces of regular hose. Yeah, but I'm very, very excited. I think everything's going to go very well in this garden, and I'll keep you up to date. So anyway, thanks for joining, and you know, happy gardening.